this point. And we have a lot of ground to make up as conservatives. And I think that we are doing a really good job. I think we're doing a fantastic job. But so much more needs to be done. It takes action, serious action, commitment to it. This is what, I know Bill Hennessy was up here, and I know others have been talking to you about what it takes. A good friend of mine who headed up Citizens for Better Transit, John Burns, was saying, well, we need everyone to commit. That needs to be everyone's New Year's resolution. Well, now it's April. I need everyone to commit. We all do. We're all depending on it. You can't warm your hands by another patriot's fire. We can't supplant nanny state government with nanny state activists. Because then we're really not doing anything but just changing one group out for another. And we are all sinful creatures because that is just inherent to man. That's why it's so important that we all get involved. That's why, and I know you hear it so much, but it's not just for us, it's for yourself too. We need a commitment. I need people to commit themselves to action. I need them to get out there to commit, not just sending emails, but again, going door to door, getting involved in their communities, getting involved in their precincts, vetting candidates, choosing candidates, getting good people in there. We are the majority. And not only are we the majority, but we're counterculture because the opposition, the liberals, the anti-constitutionalists, the socialists are the minority, but they control the media. We are the majority. Look how many people out here. You know, they put ads in Craigslist for Organizing for America. I've seen them. And they still don't get as many people to come out here. And they pay them. They pay them $50 a pop. I've been to protests where I've seen union people and I've seen Organizing for America people paid to come out and protest in support of health control legislation. And then they walk back to their vans and they had a big jug of water with their group stickers on it and everything, and then they switched out and they went and stood on the street. It's very clever. I mean, it was very clever that they did. But we have to get out the vote. We have to commit to it. That's what we have to do. And I know it's hard, and I know that, you know, like today's a beautiful day. A lot of you could have been gardening, but you're here. A lot of you could be home with your families, and you're here. And I appreciate that so much, and I see a lot of families here. How much do you love this country? Really, how much? It's very easy to cheer and be excited for it when we're all together. Whenever we're at something like this, I always look at our veterans. And I'm always in awe. I'm the granddaughter of a World War II sailor who served upon the USS Alabama. God rest his soul. One of the bravest men I've ever had the privilege of knowing. And I know that what he did was for me. It was for my children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. He made such a sacrifice. So many of you out there have served and have made such a sacrifice. And it is physically impossible for people like myself and Bill Hennessy and John David and Gina Loudon and everyone, all of these people, it is physically impossible for us to allow our veterans to come home. And we sit on our laurels while the Constitution is shredded in Washington, D.C. I owe you better than that as an American citizen. You went out there and you fought for me? I'm not going to let you come home to a country that you cannot recognize. You all need to remember, we cannot let these men and women come home. What is the point of them going out there and fighting if they come back and we have done nothing to protect the country here at home? I can't do that. As a Christian, as an American, as a mother, as a daughter, as a friend, I can't do that. That's what I do, That's why I'm out there opening my mouth all the time. That's why I do what I do. And I have to say right now, this young woman right here in the white shirt named Heather, She knew that I was really, really mad about myself and Bill Hennessy, and everyone in the Tea Party was really mad about all the stuff that went down this week. And I have to interrupt myself because she gave me the most beautiful bouquet of roses, and I thought that was so sweet. And I want to thank you for that. Because all of the stuff that we get, all of the heat that we get, and the threats and everything else, that's the stuff that we think of when we go out here and do this. But I can't, I mean, I have notes and I'm trying to go off them and all that, but it's, you know, I can't do that. I speak from the heart, and we need a commitment. We only had 100,000 people that turned out for this last election, an April election. We had 100,000 people. Well, we have more. There's more people out there than that. We need more people to commit. Is it worth it to you? Yes. What are you willing to do? We're standing right here with you. You are not alone. We are all in it together. We are all in it together. I look at every single one of these. I see families out here, and that's so amazing. I see mothers with their babies. I see kids running around. We do it for them because we have to. Who's going to stick up for them? We have to do it. I had my son, my 9-year-old, say to me the other day, I was watching something on television. The president was giving a press conference. I flicked it off and I sighed and I just sort of threw the remote down on the sofa. Wonderful parenting. And my son goes, I don't like Barack Obama, Mom. Amen. He goes, I don't like him. And I said, well, son, I don't want you to become a liberal. So I'm going to make sure, I want you to back up what you just said with fact. I don't want you to just, even though there are liberals or Democrats, I don't want you to say, oh, I just don't like this person. We misunderestimate our youth, do we not? Right. Amen. He took one look at me and he goes, well, Mom, I'm going to tell you why I don't like him. Because I know that you and Dad have trouble sleeping at night. He goes, I know Daddy's stressed out because of his business. And I know that the reason you are all stressed out is because of what he's doing in the White House. My 9-year-old said this. Comes out of the mouth of babes, yes?